A lot of you ask me, how's it going? Am I sticking around? I don't know. I can't answer that, but I can tell you this. I'm done with conversing. I'm done with the back and forth. Because of my health, I'm not thinking about it no more. I'm done. It is what it is, and God willing, it'll be fine, right? You know, when you're told it could be a month, could be a year, could be 2 weeks, could be, you know what I mean? It's just constantly with the sword over you. I'm done with it. It's been 3 weeks or so. So I'll put a video. I hope upload this video, give you a kind of update on, whatever I'm doing, which as if you care. But then I can upload this video, I thought, and I've seen a lot of videos where it shows you what to kind of look for if you're in this situation, kind of see if something may be on its way down the pipe. So that's what I thought. So this is what I'm doing. So you can click off or you can follow along for a few minutes. This year's been terrible. Been rain, and when it's not rain, it's overcast. When it's not overcast, it's fog. When it's not fog, it's wind. When it's not wind, you're sick. And when you're not sick, the cycle continues. A lot of people have said, well, they can't stain anything, they can't paint anything. It's been a terrible year, and I agree. For me, it's the same. I need to paint a bunch of stuff, and you can't. It's just, it haven't been dry enough. I got some wooden windows, so I call it Father's Store. Kept it the way it is, kept it the way it was made. It brings a lot of memories. Just kept everything the way it is. Fixed it up, brought it back to whatever when we first moved back. It has everything wood, right? Wooden windows, wooden, everything is wood. So I need to paint that. Well, you can't. You get 2 days of half decent weather where you say, I'm going to go up now and check because I might be out of paint, and you put your fingernail in the wood, and the wood is wet. It's not as wet as it was 2 days ago when you got 2 days of good weather, but it's still wet. You can't paint or stain and do anything with it. It's just a waste of time. So it's been frustrating that way. I did a skirt, and I was going to film that, and I just wish I would have stuck with the filming, guys. There was a lot there that could help somebody, right? So I was dug it all up, and I installed the vertical. Well, it was horizontal siding, but I put it vertical. They say you can't do it, but the manufacturer that I contacted said, well, you can if you just take extra steps, and which I did. So it was painted plywood anyway, right? Painted, did the bottom 6 inches with foundation water seal, and then house wrap. Made sure it was all taped appropriately, done, done a good job with it, and then the siding, right? So hopefully it lasts now forever. So it was a good project. It wasn't a good project, nightmare. I thought that it was going to be a good project. I thought you could put vinyl siding on the Palace of England in 3 days, right? So uh, vinyl siding is one of these kind of relaxing jobs, right? When you get everything else done, you kind of look forward to doing some vinyl siding. Not so with skirt. Nothing was even, nothing straight. What a nightmare! It's on a slope, so you kind of try to find a sweet spot, but you can't have your your J trim or your start or whatever 2 feet off the ground here, and 3 feet in the ground over here, right? And then if you dig it all out, it just don't look right. If you do that, it looks whatever. So it was a nightmare. So I forgot to film the rest of it. I filmed the first hour, I think, and the battery died. And that's the type of person I am. I get focused on doing that task, and nothing else comes to mind, right? So that's being an idiot, right? So now got that done. Well, sort of half decent. It's hard to do anything with a old house that don't look like somebody got, alcoholic, got all liquored up and decided to do a project, right? It's the best that you can do. Now, doing which I could use some advice on. So if you made it this far, you're either in a coma or you're you're having a very very light, boring day. So if you have made it here, uh, the deck that was there before was tight against the house. It's not a ledger; it's a floating deck, but it was tight against the house, and I hated it. It was only 2 inches below the door, so when you get a lot of snow and ice, it was up against the siding, and it was a nightmare. It was a safety issue too. So I'm thinking about coming out maybe 5 inches from the house, maybe 6 inches down from the door to the deck. Now, if I got to put a step in that 6 inches, that's fine. What do you think? I mean, I could cantilever the deck 3 inches, but that extra skill, if you will, whatever. And we're talking about me, right? So I'm just figuring, is the 5 inches might be a little big of a gap for a foot to go through. I'm only worried about where the door is because the rest of the deck is not going to be big. It's going to be furniture and a big box. There's no one going to be on between the house and the deck in that area. So it's just a door going in. What do you think? Uh, 5 inches too much? Even if I put a step there and it's downward and it's 5 inches, I mean, from the house too much. Let me know in the comments. I'm still supporting you guys and appreciate your support as well. And hopefully, I'm here to stay, and we'll see you on the next one.